Hi, my name is Mrs. Oliva, and I am the librarian at Liberty High School. And this tutorial is designed to teach you how to access an Overdrive Read ebook and download it to your computer. So I should mention before we get started that Overdrive is a subscription service. It offers students and staff within the Wentzville School District the chance to download or read Overdrive ebooks and audiobooks. And at the present time, we have about 1,500 fiction books and a few hundred nonfiction books that you have access to, and that's at the end of the 2013-14 school year. So I should mention that all students in grades 8 through 12 have access to Overdrive as well as staff members, and most of the titles that are available to our patrons are actually young adult titles, so that's something to keep in mind when you consider looking through this service. Alright, so on the first page here you're going to see that I am actually logged into my Google account. So every student and staff member within the Wentzville School District has access to an account, an education account. If you are in grades 8 through 12, you should know that account, but if you don't, the username for the account is your first and last name, and then if you're a student, it's the last two digits of your grad year at wsdr4students.org. So make sure you're logged into your account, and I would prefer that you go through Chrome in order to do that before you actually access your Overdrive ebooks. So once you're logged in, you're going to head up to the Wentzville School District homepage so that you can actually get to the portal that you need to get to access Overdrive. So here we are at the Wentzville School District homepage, and from this page I'm going to Departments. I'm going down to where it says Library Services, and then I'm going to click on the first link you see on the page for Destiny. So this may be a little bit different for you if you attend a school other than Liberty, but middle schools and high schools, you should be able to see on their Destiny page a portal to Overdrive. So I'm going here through Liberty, and I'm going to click on the portal, which happens to be the last link underneath electronic resources. And there's a reminder here that if you are a student, your username is your first, last name, then the last two digits of your grad year, and your password is your WSD number. If you're staff, it's slightly different. Your username is your first and last name, and your password is your sub number. Excuse me. So from this page, you're asked to select your school, so make sure you select the school where you currently attend. And then, of course, like I said, you'll put in your username and password. And once you log in, you're directed to the main screen here. So there are some buttons that you may or may not use. There's an account button up here that you can access to see what you currently have checked out. But if you are a first-time user of Overdrive, you're probably going to want to scroll through our collection of books. So you'll notice on the first page here, this is new titles, and you can view more if you click here. But there are pages and pages of new titles because we have recently added a great deal of resources to our Overdrive database. So you can search for books in a few different ways. You can use the search bar up here in the corner. You can look at levels, you can look at collections. So this might be interesting to see what has been recently returned or what's most popular. Or you can do a search through subjects, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to go down to where it says All Fiction. And you'll notice there are 77 pages at the current time, which is a lot of resources to choose from. And as you look at the screen and you look at these books, you'll notice there's a symbol in the upper right-hand corner, a little black book. Now the black book tells me that the book is available for checkout, so I can automatically go in and check it out and have access to it. If the book, though, has a little gray symbol in the upper right-hand corner, I think there's one, here we go. So this symbol right here actually tells me that it is checked out. So I would have to put the book on hold, and I can do that by clicking on the title itself and then clicking on the button that says place a hold. I would then receive an email when the book is actually available to me. But if I want to really read a book today, then I want to look for one that has this symbol in the upper right-hand corner. So in addition, you want to pay attention to this symbol in the upper right-hand corner. This tells me that this is an audiobook, and I want to make sure that you know that if you have a Chromebook, and you are trying to access an audiobook, it will not work. You have to make sure that you are selecting only ebooks to download to your Chromebook. Audiobooks at this point do not work. Alright, so to make sure that I'm accessing the type of title that's going to work on a Chromebook, I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side, and you'll see I have some limiters on this side of the page. So I'm going to go here to where it says Format, and if I scroll down, I'm given the option to choose only books that are in Overdrive Read format. So there are about 1,200 options for me to choose from. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to click on Overdrive Read. So 61 pages of options. So from here, I'm just going to look at something that I may want to check out. So I'm going to try this book, Panic, by Lauren Oliver. Fabulous author, by the way. So as I click on the book, you'll notice it gives me more information about the book itself and also the option to borrow. So you'll see here that your lending period for this ebook is 14 days. You can change it here, I believe, to 7 days, but those are the only two options that you have. I should also mention that books that you check out in this format or through Overdrive are automatically returned, so you don't ever have to worry about fines, and you don't have to worry about making sure to get the book back on a specific day. They're automatically returned within 2 weeks or 7 days of you checking it out. So if you want to find out more about the book, the full summary, you can click here to where it says More, and that will give you a description as well as some information about the author. And if you've decided that you definitely want to check this out, you would go ahead, like I said, click here on Borrow. I will draw your attention down to this book, this word here that says Sample. So if you click there, it will give you maybe a chapter or a few pages that you can read so that you can get an idea if the book is for you or not. So I'm going to click Borrow. It's going to connect me to another page where I can actually access the book itself. Alright, so here's another title that I already have checked out, but I'm going to look at the book Panic that I just checked out. So there are two buttons here, one for download in Kindle book or Adobe EPUB ebook format, which I don't want to do. I want to choose the option that says read in your browser. So when I click there, it should automatically open up a new page for me, and I should be able to see the book and turn the pages and begin to read if I choose to do that. So what's going to pop up here first is actually a tutorial that demonstrates to you how to actually turn the pages and access the book on your computer. I'm going to close that out for us though and take me directly into the book just for time's sake. But if you decide that you'd like to go through the tutorial version, then by all means I can teach you a lot about how to access the book and use all of the different features of the book. Alright, so here's the book, and if I want to turn the pages, I simply am going to use my left mouse to click through until I get to the beginning of the book. And it's taking a minute here, I think, for it to load. So over here on the right-hand side, you'll notice that there's a table of contents, and I can choose from any of the chapters that are available to me. There's also some other features on this toolbar. So a bookmark, a search feature. The one that's going to be the most helpful to you is probably this cloud right here on the right-hand side. So if I click that, it automatically takes me down to the bottom of the page here to where it says download. And I'm going to click download. And the reason I'm going to do that is because once I download the book, I'm saving a copy to my computer or to my device. And so the next time that I want to read it, I won't actually have to access Wi-Fi. I'm going to access the downloaded version that will be on my, in this case, my computer. So it's preparing to download it. It usually takes a minute or less to actually download the entire book, so it doesn't take very long at all. And while it's doing that, though, I think I can still go up here, and I'm going to click on the star, and there's the title of the book, and I'm going to click Done. And what that does is add a bookmark for me, so that the next time I want to access the book from this computer, I'm going to go up to my bookmarks once I open Chrome and make sure I'm logged into the same account. And then I'm going to go down here, and you'll notice at the very end of my bookmarks is the book Panic. And if I were to click on that, it should open up the book for me and give me the chance to read, hopefully wherever I left off. So one of the last things I want to mention before I end the tutorial is that if you have the Chrome app, say on your smartphone, you can sign in with the same account information that you use to access this ebook or download this ebook, and you should be able to open up your bookmarks and again download the title and have access to it as if you had just left off reading it on another device. So that's a really neat feature of Overdrive in our ebook database. All right, so I hope this has been a useful tutorial for you. If something's confusing or you have questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email. My email address is kellyloliva@wentzville.k12.mo.us. And you can always follow me on Twitter for more information. My Twitter handle for the Liberty High School Library is LibertyHSLIB. All right, hope to see you soon, and I hope this was of use to you.